Davis. This is one of the largest Volvo meets, I would say, in the country. And you get a little bit of everything here. Some really nice stuff. Some pretty rough looking stuff, but it's all Volvos. So right now we're in the Redblock section, the older section. Just walking around checking it out. Running into acquaintances. Really nice 780.
This is for the ROM Audio 200 gift certificate, the
And a lifted 740, you don't see that every day.
and the Viva Performance
E-code 740 on Ikers, that's nice. My dad had one like that when I was a kid. There's Dom's 740. Try keeping up with this guy through the mountains. Good luck. And some turbo diesels. Or here's the turbo diesel. I had one like this, but this is a lot nicer than mine was. It's got the oxblood interior, which is cool. And these things sound great when they're straight piped. This is the one my friend was selling that I passed on. I'm not sure I regret it, but would have been cool to have. The only issue is mine needs to be a manual transmission. Maybe next time. There's a pickup 240. And a couple other 240s, a GL with an egg crate. That's interesting.
This is for the iRoll
Some slammed sedans. A nice original looking K-Jet era. This has got to be an 80 or an 81, I think. Let's see what the taillights look like. Okay, so that's actually going to be 70s with those taillights. Now here's an interesting one. And this has an Oregon plate, so California guys, we can't do stuff like this. This is a T5 swapped car. The interesting part to me is it still has this Cobra head with the fuel distributor still on it. I hope he took out the AFM plate, otherwise seems a little counterintuitive. But how cool is that? I would love to have one of these. Really cool. Just look at this is a seasoned swap, how it has all that dust over it. This guy's probably just driving this car. That is just really cool. Looks like he's T5 swapped it from how that shifter hangs out. I drove a Mustang with that transmission. That's how I recognize it. It's really hard to see in the video, but that's just a cool swap. Nothing, not a show car, just a go car, a daily driver. Really cool. I had one like this. I intercooled mine. That's interesting. He's got like a fitting for a fuel pressure gauge, maybe. Mine didn't have that. Nice 740 turbo. Sounds like a diesel started up. I guess that white one must be a diesel. And that is a pretty crazy looking car. Over here we got a single owner, low mileage 240. It's a 4-door. The brown interior. That's neat.
I'll go apps with you on it.
Wish I could. Here's another 91 for sale, nicknamed Cue Ball. I think this is the one that just started. Well, it's not this one, it's this one. That kind of sounds like a D24, but I'm not too sure it is. Maybe it is. But I know there's a Mercedes swapped one here too. I'm not sure. Judging by how the oil pan's touching the steering rack, not so sure that's a Volvo motor. College of Engineering. It's cool. It sounds just like a D24. This is my old car. I sold this car to Calvin. Looks like he might have won something. It's been chosen to receive an award, so that's cool. And he nicknamed the car after me. That's neat. This car sat in the driveway since 2007. I got it in 2021, I think, 2022, and did a whole lot of work to bring it back. The car had moss all over it. The interior was completely gutted. I spent about 2 or 3 years just finding all the missing pieces and getting it back together and making it presentable. Some cool things about it is that the previous owner was a fabricator and he put some really nice parts on it. Had some chassis bracing, the trailing arms were boxed, and I put some other touches on it. I put a lightweight flywheel on it that I bought here a year or two ago at Davis from somebody over there. It's the guy who used to be Jay Leno's mechanic. It's on the tip of my tongue anyway. So that's cool to see, my old car. George Swift, that's his name. Got the flywheel from George Swift. And that had a shaved head with flat top pistons, a couple other little tweaks, bumped up the fuel pressure. It's a fun car to drive. Handled really great. Needed better tires, but handled great. Nice all original looking 240. I'm not sure that's actually a Penta motor, or they just put that on there for fun. Penta did make a V8, but I don't think anybody puts it in a Volvo. I'm honestly not sure why. Some more 240s, very clean, all stock looking 240. And slammed 2-door with the Euro front end. These aren't the TV screens. I'm not sure what they call these. Maybe they are TV screens. Very clean looking engine compartment.
Excellent.
I think you got a little, go check your car. 5.0 swamped, that's cool. Fits pretty well. And I love this car, this is so cool. This is the naturally aspirated inline six from an S80 in a 240. Just very cool, home-built car. I love projects like this. I would love to do this myself.
This is for STS machining.
And let me show you guys one more. This is probably, I think, one of the nicest cars here, if not the nicest. Just look at this. Look at this attention to detail. I think every piece of hardware, every nut, every bolt, every clamp, every bracket, and I mean every, is new or has been refurbished. You just do not see attention to detail like this anywhere in the Volvo world, at least for this era. Maybe for the older cars you get these sort of show quality builds, but not for these. So this thing is just immaculate.
No 352. Okay.
Just beautiful. I would say 1 point off for that battery cable.
531.
Just joking.
301.
Just
531
really, really nice.
Yeah.
Beautiful interior, just really plain and simple. So that's probably it. I may take a stroll through the older cars too, but just wanted to give you guys a walkthrough of what we got here. I'm gonna ask this guy if this is a D24T powered or it's Mercedes. Is that D24 or Mercedes? Yeah, it is. Yeah, I thought I recognized that sound. You know, there's one more. That's really cool. Hang on a minute. Check this out. You'll never guess what's under the hood here. It's a B21 FT, if such a thing existed. Which it did, but not fuel injected, as in EFI. In an old Scottsdale, or a C20, maybe it's a C10, not sure, but I did not expect to see this when I approached this car. I thought this was somebody's tow rig. This is a Volvo project too. That is just so cool. I wonder what it's like to drive. How much boost you gotta run to get this thing to move. Because this has gotta be a heavy truck. And I like that it's got this patina on it. It's just like a regular work truck. You know, with that blanket on the seat and everything. And it's funny because I'm pretty sure the owner of this car, this truck, when the one I sold him 2 of these not too long ago, Eric. I wonder if that's mine. Just really, really cool. So we'll take a stroll through the old pushrod cars. Probably won't spend too much time, but give you guys an overview. If you couldn't make it, at least you can see some of the cars that are here. And I have a connection to these older cars because I was helping my friend restore one. And the man who's painting it, Pete, is here. So my friend flew out from New York to meet Pete and see his car and check the progress. And as far as I know, he's really pleased with the car so far. I was hoping I might run into David out here. He just sent me a message recently about my C70. I was hoping to talk C70s with him. He's got a really great channel on YouTube with a lot of Volvo content, but looks like I might have missed him. Maybe next year. Let's keep going here. I also know these guys. These guys bought some parts for me, Amazon Customs. Haven't run into them yet either. Really nice 544. Really some all original looking cars. Just beautiful stuff. I don't know too much about these older cars.
So here we are for the big event. We do have some filters though, so stick around for those.
It's just getting a little noisy over there, so let's come over here and look at the Whiteblock cars. Here's a beautiful Saffron R with the duals and the Propus. Really nice looking paint. Got a soft spot for these. My dad back in the day had a cross-country wagon. He turned into an R clone, well, far beyond R. Some of the R parts, and he was, I think, pushing almost 500 to the wheel on the dyno, and that car was just crazy to drive. So it's always nice to see the P80s. So we got some P2s mixed in. And I had one of these too. I had an S80 V8 a couple years ago. Mine was the Barron's Blue. And I kind of wish I'd kept it. I put a valve body in it, put axles on it. I did a lot of preventative maintenance on it, and I just got tired of it and sold it, but really a great cruiser.
Who got it? Who won? Hold on.
We got some newer Whiteblock stuff. Nice Polestar here. V60 wagon is beautiful. Looks like, oh, okay. Thought he was just on air. Looks like he's just on a spare tire there. Some S60Rs, and this is my friend Giorgio's T5. And this thing just sounds amazing. This is gonna be one of the nicest sounding Whiteblocks in the Bay Area, if not California, if not just the whole region. This thing sounds so good. I sold him a couple parts too. Had an aluminum air inlet I sold to him. I think that's how we met a couple years ago here. He He ended up working with me at the dealership for a little while and moved on. He's a great guy. Check out his YouTube. Positive Garage. He's got a couple great videos. And just a really nice guy with a pretty awesome Volvo. I think we actually went to a dyno event together too. So that's about it for the Whiteblock. So let's see if we can go over there and take a peek. I kind of want to buy this strut brace for my V50, but I don't know where the owner of this car is.
Your car's over there, huh?
No, my car's parked on the street. I don't have a car here, yeah. You heading out? Let's keep looking here. I was just catching up with my friend Nick. He's the one whose 1800 is here. Let's finish up looking at these. This is beautiful. I think this belongs to JP. I put a transmission in his Subaru. I went to his place once, and I'm pretty sure he had this in his garage before it got paint, if I'm not mistaken. And this is a really nice restoration. I don't see any name card in it, but I believe it is. Here's a nice 142. I have an idea about B230 FT swapping one of these. Sort of a future project I'd like to do. It's an unusual carb setup here. Not exactly sure what the deal is with that. Mostly you see SUs or Webers. Looks like this was a winner at some time. It's Amazon Customs. It's those guys I was talking about. Really beautiful car. Look at that paint. And the interior too is just perfect. We're here at the raffle. So I think that's going to wrap it up. Just wanted to give you guys a brief overview of the whole show. Hope you enjoyed it. Leave a comment. Have a great day.